back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Gotta see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it kill it and did it again. I'm ready to 10, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and ain't my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Jet first down.
That's a very nice game there, a confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Check, 59. Watch the ladies. Watch the wide, get wide.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Here's Ajayi. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. The give to Taylor. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Check.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 26. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Let's go. First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Right there, 54. Here we go, kill. He's heavy on the edges. Here we go, down to 54.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
From the 30 on second down, Prescott looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Intended that time for Cooper. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Come on, let's go. Check it out, 3-6-6. Pull it high.
Taylor. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. After the run, now Darnold to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Mike Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and you mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
The 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Kill. 47, 26.
They'll try the right side with Bell. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Kill, young lady.
They'll begin the drive with a jive. Breaks free again. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
You can't block me. Lady.
Now Taylor. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Mike outside. Front 9. Come on. You better bring it. Check it, lady. Check it.
Taylor. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
Here we go.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check 99. Check 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Darnold on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the 1st. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. Here's Taylor. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run with Taylor. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Pick that. Go. Oh, 80. Yeah, 80. Watch twitch.
Back to throw, Darnold. He finds Taylor, complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. They run with Ajayi. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
You remember me? Man 80. Hey, nice 7.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And that is going to be incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Watch the twist. I got motion man. Me. I got this. Hey, 23.
Here's Prescott. Caught here by Bell. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Prescott yet again. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch the screen. Red 80. Check 25.
Here's Darnold. And Darnold, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the 50, it's Darnold. Wide open receiver, complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
3 butt. Slam. Hey, check 24. Switch.
A first down throw, Darnold. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Intended for Tyreek Hill. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Sanders' kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 44, Prescott. This one into the hands of Burton. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Prescott off play action. They'll roll him out right. And I think the ball's out. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
At the 27-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, kill.
Now Prescott. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Buying time to his left. But the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Sam Hubbard coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. No. Off. Shit. Watch the shit. Young lady. Here we go.
To throw is Darnold. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 76 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9, from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 37. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now a give, right side. Taylor, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Given up a lot of points in this game, but looked better on that play. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Check. Check out.
This is a jive. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Hey, let's get there. Hatch it. Hey, Foxtrot. 50 to Mike. He can't hang.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Mike 50. Here we go. Red 80. Mike 50. Hey, seam 6. Red 80.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sam Hubbard able to record his 5th sack of the season. On 2nd down now. It's Bell, and just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Prescott, it's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Dak and the offense still out there. They're going to go for it. Prescott to throw it. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 6 guard. 36. Watch the safety creep.
Here's Darnold. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's Ajayi. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run with Taylor. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Mike's 5-4. Man, I got you.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
I'm coming.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll go again with Bell. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 44. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
Come on, set. 30 base.
Hey, here I come. Here I come.
61, matchbox, lights.
Check 37.
Deep grip, deep grip.
On first down, it's Taylor. And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
Here we go. Lining.
Right 57.
Check. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Lining.
Back.
26.
To throw is Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 20. There he goes right side. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here we go, son.
50, Mike, 50. Here we go.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Check. Lady.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
At the 37-yard line.
They run again with Ajayi. Ajayi hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jets, a final win here means they'll finish off the regular season at a solid 13-3. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Miami, they dropped their 7th game on the year. And it will be a disappointing finish to the regular season, no doubt. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.